Good evening and welcome everybody to today's demo session, Writing with AI from Draft to Submission. We'll give it a few minutes for some more folks to join in before we start. I can see messages coming in already. Please drop in messages, tell us where you're from, where you're joining from, and what you're looking forward to in today's session. I'm just reviewing your comments on the chat. Hi, Santaville. Hi, Dr. Mohammad. Hi, Krishnan. Muslim, welcome. Hi, Corey. Good evening. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome from Ghana. Hi, Jyoti. Hi, Supreet. Shriyan. All right, we have quite a few folks joining in. All right. Without further ado, I think we'll get started as the rest of the group joins in. I'm just going to share my screen. Can you let me know if you can see my screen? Sunaina, can you confirm, please?
Yes.
All right, great. So welcome everybody to this PayPal session on writing with AI from draft to submission. Before we move forward, some introductions. I'm Dyanne Fernandes. I'm part of the product team at PayPal. I started my career as an academic editor at Cactus Communications, our parent company. And a couple years in, I transitioned to tech and decided to use my expertise in research solutions to build AI products for the researcher use case and with the goal of simplifying the research writing process. Joining me is Dr. Sunaina Singh, who will be leading you through today's demo session. Dr. Sunaina is an academic trainer and editor with over 15 years of experience helping researchers publish successfully in reputed top journals. She herself is an academic and holds a PhD in plant genetic resources from New Delhi, India. She has multiple publications to her name from reputed journals and therefore brings a strong research and editorial expertise to today's session. Over the past several years, Dr. Sunaina has worked as a freelance academic editor supporting researchers in preparing high-quality manuscripts for successful publication. She is also trained extensively in the use of AI-driven writing and editing solutions, including on PayPal. So that really ensures that today's presenter, Dr. Sunaina, is well qualified to walk you through the demo. And before we get started, there are a few things I'd like to take you through. We are expecting today's demo to be interactive. And the format we're going to follow is that Dr. Sunaina will walk you through the different features available on PayPal. And we'd also like for you to try these out at your end, as she's demonstrating. So to help you with that, what we've done is if you already have Prime access, please log in and review what Dr. Sunaina is demoing and try it out yourself. If you're a new user or you're on a free plan, we are giving you unlimited access to all of PayPal's Prime features for today and all of tomorrow's. That's until tomorrow end of day. If you haven't already, registered and got this access, please do so. Our team will be dropping a link into the chat with an activation code so you can set this up on your machine and you're good to go. All right. We also have a surprise for all attendees toward the end. So please hang back and, you can avail of that at the end. All right. Just a few housekeeping instructions. So while you're listening to Dr. Sunaina's demonstration and trying things out for yourself, be active in the chat. share your experience, engage, chat with us. Our product team will also engage with you in the chat windows. Keep the comments coming. If you have questions, please use this Q&A tab so that we have all questions in one place, and our team can help with clarifications to the questions on the go. And you can also review a question someone else may have and get a response to that. Finally, for best experience, please watch in full screen. And if you need to, zoom in your end so you can see what Dr. Sunaina is presenting. And also use headphones that's recommended for the best audio experience. Now, some of you may wonder whether you will get access to this session later. Yes, we're sharing a demo recording. So don't worry about that. If you miss anything in the go, we'll email that to you afterward. All right, just a bit of a background on PayPal. PayPal started as a tool to help you edit, polish, and finalize your manuscript for submission. PayPal's biggest strength is its ability to understand technical content across academic disciplines, and it's really been built for this use case. PayPal is a product of our parent company, Cactus Communications, which also hosts the Editage brand. And Editage is a brand where expert human actors have been improving, polishing manuscripts manually for over 23 years. So we combined this human expertise with advanced machine learning to create the best in-class AI editing tool for academic text. And this technology powers not only PayPal, but also our partner product, PayPal Pre-Flight Submission Checks, that runs in the journal submission workflows of over 500 journal publications worldwide, including Walters Kluwer, IOP, IEEE, Emerald, and the American Association for Cancer Research. PayPal in the last 2 years has expanded from being not only a writing and editing tool to being a complete toolkit for the researcher use case. So no matter which stage you're at, whether you're still ideating, brainstorming, and crafting an outline for your paper, to whether you're started writing sections, polishing, or you're closer to submitting, there's something in your no matter which stage you're at. PayPal has also been built to work where you write. So whether you're writing on the web, whether you're working within MS Word, on Google Docs, or Overleaf, or even on Chrome, or even if you're choosing to write within your mobile phone, PayPal is available on all of these platforms. In today's session, Dr. Sunaina will walk you through, what you can use from within PayPal and what we have available, no matter which stage of this journey you're at. So she will walk you through the features that you can use to make the best of the PayPal tool and really help you in that specific stage of your writing. All right. So with that, it's demo time, and I'm going to hand it over to you, Dr. Sunaina, to take it from here.
Thank you so much, Dyanne. Thank you. And hello and welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to see you all here in large numbers. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I promise this is going to be a very hands-on, interactive, and immersive experience. It's not that I'm just going to be talking. I'm going to demonstrate things to you, and you can follow along with me. As Dyanne mentioned, I have been a researcher. I have written papers. I have faced rejection. I now work as a manuscript editor, so I know what it entails to write a paper and where we face roadblocks. It's really amazing that, now you have at your disposal these amazing AI tools. And I feel personally as an academic that Paperpal really stands out among all the other AI tools available because it is designed specifically with the researcher at the center. So let's dive right in. I'm going to start sharing my screen because I can't wait to start. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. All right. So please, as Dyanne mentioned, you have got that code. All of you must try and log in and maybe do it along with me or watch and then try later. In between, when I show you some features, I will give you time to try out some of these features. So when you type in Paperpal, this is what, once you log in, this is what it looks like. And as Dyanne mentioned, you could be working with MS Word, you could be working with Google Docs, Overleaf, or if you find it comfortable, you can work with the Paperpal web editor. For the purpose of today's webinar, that's what I'll be using. But you can upload documents in these formats. And even once your manuscript is ready, you can download it as a MS Word document or a PDF file. Right, so say we open the web document, and this is what it will look like. So this is what your blank canvas looks like. I'd also like to mention that there is this new share feature. So it enables collaborative writing. So up to 5 co-authors can work on a document. You can share the document in real time. They can work on it, and you can give editing rights and things like that. So that also makes it very, very user friendly. So right, page fright, blank page syndrome, we have all been there, and it's completely natural. But Paperpal is your friend. I mean, the name is self-explanatory. It's a paper pal. It's a friend of your manuscript. It's a friend of a researcher. So when you look at this blank page, there is no need to worry. Right off the bat, at the bottom, there are these little cues which can help get you started. But all the detailed features are available on this sidebar. So we're going to be dealing with each one of them. And as I mentioned, just when you want to just start writing, you want to put your ideas in one place, or you just don't know how to begin a paragraph. We have all been there. Many of us, our first language is not English. We can't think in English. So it's very difficult to get that first line, that first paragraph going. So what should we do in that case? This very first option of write with AI is one way to go. And if you just click a /, again, all these options come up. So depending on what stage of brainstorming, ideating you are, whatever works for you. So suppose I want to start with write a paragraph on. There's something I'm just not able to get my thoughts together. So a simple thing, I'll choose a fun topic like write a paragraph on the effects of sleep deprivation on strength training performance. These days, everybody's all about strength training and endurance training and all that. So I thought, let's see. So what you're going to get is just a paragraph gleaned from all the corpus of literature that Paperpal has, puts it together into a very simple paragraph just to get you started. So you read through it and it helps you channel your thoughts. You can choose to insert this on your canvas or retry. You can copy it and paste it elsewhere where you're taking notes. You can discard it. For now, I'm going to just ask it to insert it. Continuing, do you want to keep writing? Do you want Paperpal to explain this further, expand on it? Suppose I say keep writing. I want to see how the flow takes me, and maybe that'll give me some ideas on how to frame my research question, how to structure my thoughts, structure my paper, create an outline. So it has given me 3 options now to choose from. So I can read through them. They're very similar, but depending on what I feel is closer to what I'm trying to think, I will insert that. So there you go. We have like a nice large chunk of text that has helped us in a very clear manner give us an idea on how to go about dealing with this topic. Another very nifty feature, I would say, to use notes to create an outline or a structure. Suppose you have notes already on a different document. So again, you put the / and go to use notes and develop a structure that includes all key points. Now, this is very interesting. You upload a file. It could be your handwritten notes. So I was blown away when I saw this feature. So I'll just show you an image of what those notes look like. It's just this, it's some notes I jotted down in really poor handwriting. And let's see. Sorry, there. So from that really badly handwritten note, it has put together, these numbered a structure. That was just a very, very short note. The same thing can be done with typed notes. So I have some notes that I jotted down. I typed them down, and I just, wasn't coming together. I didn't know how to structure it. And now this is what Paperpal has done. From some very rough notes, it has given me a beautiful structure and given me an idea on how I can probably put together my thoughts. I can choose to insert it, I can edit it, I can play around with it as much as I like. Now, another way to create an outline, say you have some ideas, have everything in place, you decide you are going to write a review article or a research paper, but you don't know how to outline it. So now let's go to the sidebar over here and go to templates. And there is something known as outlines. So I say I'm going to be writing a research article. I put, what is my subject area. And here your topic, just describe it very briefly. It should be at least 10 words, not shorter than 10 words. Explain the long-term and short-term effects of sleep deprivation on, and I've asked it to generate an outline for a research article. Over here, if you have the guidelines, formatting guidelines for a particular journal, you can even upload that. If you have a PDF file of author guidelines, it will format or the outline as per that. So as you can see, it is populating this outline very, very meticulously. And for the time being, I asked it to insert. And again, over here, I can choose to start typing under these various headings. I can revise the headings and do whatever I like with this generated text. I can choose to reject it and ask it to reframe my question a little differently and see what happens. Also, this is dynamic. So depending on which side of the screen you want to spend more time, you can actually even move this about. So this was kind of the brainstorming, ideating, a very, very initial stage just before your first draft. Now let's talk a bit about once you have started writing, now you're going to be doing your literature review. And this is the crux, this is the most important pillar on which your paper stands. How relevant, how recent, how reliable your references are. And again, with AI now, it makes your literature search so easy and so targeted. So if you go to the right, the sidebar, again, go to research and cite, and you see these three options. Now, the beautiful part about Paperpal is that it has a corpus of literature that is 250 million papers, and it is updated on a daily basis. Like almost 5,000 papers are added every day. That's the speed of publication, right? And these papers are peer-reviewed from high-quality databases. They have been extracted from Crossref, PubMed, preprint servers, even conference abstracts, as you can see, 40 million plus open access papers, and it is constantly being updated. It is not, static in time. So now under research and cite, you have three ways in which you can find relevant papers. I find ask a question really, really useful. And even before you ask your question, you can even narrow down your search or filter your search. So if you click on this little icon over here, you can choose whether you want only open access papers or everything. What quartile or what quality journals are you looking for? Do you only want to focus on Q1, Q2, or all? You can even narrow down by publication date, publication type, right? You want to include conference papers,
Sorry,
dissertations,
Dr.
etc.
Sunaina, sorry to interrupt you, but
Yes.
we've lost your screen. Can you
Oh,
please reshare? We
is
can't
it?
see it anymore. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I don't know how that happened. Is it getting shared now?
Yes, I
Can you
can
see
see a
it?
screen. Yes, I can see the document. Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
on the research and Cite page.
Yes, yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. So I hope you, yeah, research and Cite. I was talking about the filter you can use where just before you put in your question. So you can choose to save those preferences. Also, yes, citation count. So you can really focus your literature search based on these filters. So the more specific and targeted your question, the more relevant your papers will be. So I would say try it out, and you will see it comes with practice. You will know how to really hone that question to make it more effective. So I've done a couple of searches, and here's a question I put in. It's about how does academic performance get affected by poor sleep quality. Now, what it will do is it will provide you with a large, a volume of text. Unlike the first part, the first thing that I showed you, write a paragraph on, this is rooted in the literature because it will indicate where it has pulled out this important information from. So the answer to my simple question has come in this way. I can ask a follow-up question as well, but for now, I want to put this in one place. So I ask it to insert. So this is a literature review, very brief, based on the question that I asked. Again, remember, this has not been written in my words. It is completely AI generated. So this is just to guide you. You have now got these references. You can dive into them in more detail and read them, use chat PDF, extract more information, and then write what you want to. So as you can see, these citations have been inserted, tagged with the text, and you don't have to worry, right below is the reference list as well. And not just that, there are about 10,000 citation styles that Paperpal deals with. So if you want to change the citation style, you can do that as well. I'll show you how you do that. Right, so these little quotation marks, that is citation style. So you click on that. Right now it is in the APA style. I want to change it and say I want to change it to AMA, or we can have a look at more. So there are even citation styles for specific publishers. As you can see, all the ACS journals and several other journals, even Elsevier journals, Elsevier Vancouver, Elsevier Harvard style. You choose whatever is applicable to you. So as I did AMA, and I say apply citation style, and there it has changed to the AMA style of superscript numbers, and even the reference list has been formatted accordingly. So at a click of a button, we all have been in that situation where we have to change our target journal because of rejection or for whatever reason, and we have to change the style of citation and references, but this just makes it so much easier. So this was the first option of research and Cite. The other way to do it is you can search papers by DOI, by keywords, by title, but again, that is not as targeted as ask a question. Cite text is also interesting, where you select a statement or you type a statement and you try to find relevant or supporting references. So for example, I just remembered this, that sleep quality declines with age, with older people experiencing more insomnia than younger adults. Okay, now I just know this as a fact, but I'm not very sure what the reference was. I select it and click on Cite. So it's going to now search from its expansive database of peer-reviewed papers and find supporting literature for that statement. Because sometimes it happens, you've read a paper, you can't remember where you read it. And then you remember, oh, right, these were the papers from which I got this. So for now, I add Cite. It gets added over there to the relevant text. There could be multiple, supporting statements. They all get added. There you go. So 4 to 6, it has been added, and it would have been updated in the reference list as well. So I think, so I have talked about writing, outlining, and the research and Cite feature. I'll quickly talk about Chat PDF, and then I will give you time to try it out. So there's this option of Chat PDF where you can actually converse with a paper. Now, not all papers have this option. So I have added some papers in my library. And so whatever papers show up with your literature search, you keep adding them to your library. And if you scroll down, you will find some papers that have this chat option. These are open access CC BY licensed covered papers. So those are the ones with which you can chat. Now, what does this mean to chat? I have a preloaded example over here. So this is the paper I have chosen, the impact of exercise on sleep and sleep disorders. So as you can see, as soon as I upload it to Chat PDF, these are the options that come. I can generate a summary. I can find papers related to it. I can ask questions. Again, you can ask, why is it called Chat PDF? You're actually in natural language asking very simple questions and it will answer. So there are some 21 preset prompts that you can use. So I asked a question and then some answers have shown up. And what are these colorful numbers over here? So at the outset, I'd like to tell you that I'm a big proponent of reading papers end to end. It's very, very important to not just rely on summaries. You have to read papers. But there are times that we are constrained. We are writing a huge literature review, a systematic review, or we are hard pressed for time. There's a deadline. So this is where we can sometimes take these little shortcuts. So the Chat PDF makes sure you are not taking, really, really shortcuts. You ask the question, it gives you the answer, and if you click on the answer, it will take you to where that particular statement has come and you can actually read it. So you will read what is relevant to you by clicking on that particular part of the text. So you get the answer over here, and yet you can go back to the paper and read it in detail. So I think that is that encourages you to read the paper. So not just rely on, you click on summary, you will get a summary, you click on, of course, related papers. So I think I'll take a moment here and give you about 3-4 minutes to try out the tools that I have just spoken about. So that is Write and Outline, which is under Templates, and Research and Cite. So I'm going to
All right.
stop sharing.
Thanks so much, Dr. Sunaina, for walking us through those very interesting use cases. You all can take this time to try out these features at your end. In the meantime, our team is busy responding to all of the questions that are coming in. Even as you all try it out, if you all have any questions, please do drop them in the Q&A box. All right. One interesting question that has come up is, should we cite Paperpal if we've used it in this process, in the build-up process, that I'd like to just address at this point maybe. Paperpal is an AI writing tool to help you in whichever stage of your research and writing journey you are in. And what we're seeing increasingly across institutions and journal publications is that while it's becoming more acceptable to use AI tools, what's important is that you use it ethically and that you're disclosing the use of the AI tool. So in fact, on PayPal as well, and Dr. Sunaina will cover this a bit later in her presentation, we also help you disclose the use of AI correctly. So we have AI disclosures section, a template, a list of templates that we've incorporated into our feature that you can use to disclose the use of PayPal as an AI tool if you've used it in your writing process. And you can do this, even if you're using any other tool in process, you can use these templates to disclose use. Every publisher or your institution may also have a different format. So we've also helped you, we've collated these different formats into the templates feature that you can use when you're submitting your work. All right. We just take a few more minutes for you to try out these features that Sunaina has just demoed.
I think one person has asked, can we set journal quality that is only Q1, Q2 for citation? So absolutely, you can do that. I had shown you, under that filter section, there's a little icon. And when you click on that, it will show you Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So you can choose to select just Q1, Q2 also if you like. So this is answering Hemant. I hope that helps. Someone has asked about graphical abstract. So there's a different tool that Editage has, right? Mind the Graph, in which they can make graphical abstracts. That's not within Paperpal, right, Dyanne? Mind the Graph?
Yes, Mind Graph is not yet within PayPal, but it's a different tool that maybe someone from the team can drop in a link in the chat. We do have a tool called Mind Graph under the same parent company that can help you generate visualizations and graphical abstracts as well. All right, maybe Sunaina, I think I can see that questions are being responded to on the chat as well.
Okay.
So maybe you can move forward.
Continue? Okay. Yep. Okay. Great. So I'm going to again share my screen. Let me know whenever the screen is not visible. Entire screen. Okay. So we're done with the PDF. Right. So now we are going to be talking about, so let's assume we have written our paper. It's in a rough format and we've got our, citations and everything in place. We want to now check the language. So this is where Paperpal really stands out for its edit feature. So I have here preloaded a very roughly written paper. As you can see, there are a lot of red lines and everything. So let's start right from here. Okay. So I click on edit and it shows me that there are 62 language issues. I click on consistency and apparently there are some. So consistency means it could be in the use of abbreviations or spaces or symbols. And here it tells me that the usage of space before the percentage symbol is inconsistent. So pick one style. 4 instances of no space, 2 instances of space. So rather than doing a control F and checking for consistency for one particular aspect, Paperpal will do it for you. So then I decide that I don't want a space before the percentage style. So I select that and fix, and it will go and fix it. Okay, so consistency is fine. Now let's look at the language issues. So it has pointed out, there are problems with capitalization, subject-verb agreement. So let me take a particular example. So the very first sentence of my introduction. So it shows me what is the problem over here. There are multiple problems. So hyphenation, high protein diet, it's a compound adjective. So there should ideally be a hyphen between high and protein. And then has become, there's of course two words have been smooshed together, and has is wrong because diets is plural, so it should be have. So if I agree with this, so as you can see, it points out each mistake. So you can go to it like one by one and even learn from your mistakes. Paperpal doesn't just point out the mistakes to you, like say Grammarly, but it will also tell you why it is wrong. And then I accept these three changes. And remember, we do need that human input. So don't blindly click on accept all. There may be, for example, say this, or I may not agree with this change. Okay, this change maybe I do agree, but word choice. Okay. Now here it is pointing out burning versus burn. So I may not agree with that, so I can reject that change. So this was about language and consistency. What are the other needs we have as writers and editors? Paraphrasing. I think this is one tool that is so in demand because we are constantly in this need to avoid plagiarism. And so we really use the paraphrasing tool quite a bit. So if we go, so let's go to rewrite. So this is where we have a lot of very, very useful writing and editing features. For example, I want to, paraphrase. I'm just not happy with this. It may not be because of plagiarism, but I just want it to be rephrased. So I ask it to paraphrase, and it gives me a different option. So here it is, high protein diets have become popular, and here it's saying something like gained popularity. I just like the way it has worded it. Maybe my language wasn't that good. This has just made it a little better sounding. So I click on replace. That is one way of doing it. It just replace that original text. Wait, where did it go? Sorry, just give me a moment. I've clicked on replace, and now the other things that it will do is, besides paraphrase, if you go to rewrite, make academic. So I would say it's kind of like paraphrase, but suppose your writing is a little informal, you want to make it sound a little more academic, that is something you could do. Improve fluency, simplify. Now, suppose you have very complex sounding language, you can make it a little simpler. Another very useful tool, we all struggle with reducing the word count. There are word limits for many journals, and we write these long papers and then we struggle to cut it down. So for example, I want to, this part, I want to cut it down. For that, the tool is trim. So okay, I highlighted it, but yeah. Now this was the highlighted sentence, and now there are three options for me. Oops, sorry. Again, I hope you're also trying it out yourself. I can reduce it by 15%, which is just a very moderate cut, 25%, or significantly by 35%. So let's see. Currently 169 words this text is, and I've selected the less drastic option. And it'll make sure that your references are not lost. And for example, let's just replace it. So from 196, it has made it 146. If you go to the more significant one, it'll, reduce it even more. So, I mean, within the rewrite feature, there are many options. I won't show all of them, but please feel free to try them out. You can find synonyms, you can change the tone, you can do all these and more. Now, the other thing about rewriting is Now, suppose I have, okay, suppose I'm paraphrasing this. I just wanted to show you how there is a very cool tool that Paperpal has, which is called AI Footprint. So if you go to these three dots over here and select AI Footprint, now you see some text highlighted in green and some that is not. The text that is highlighted in green has been generated by Paperpal. So I saw many questions about how are we using AI ethically, how are we using AI responsibly. This is where it's a reminder to you that you can track what has been generated by AI and what has been written by you. So you can keep track. Sometimes when we're in that flow, we forget where did we copy paste this from, how much did we write, but here it will keep track of that. So you will know that, okay, this part is AI generated. I need to now put in my own input. I'm just typing random stuff. But as you can see, what I'm typing is not highlighted in green. What was generated by Paperpal, whether it was a paraphrase, whether it was a trim, any of these features that you use to generate text, that will appear in green when you select this. I hope you've all had a look at this AI footprint. If you turn it off, you won't see it. That's vanished. But I would recommend that you use it so you can keep track of what has been generated by AI and what hasn't. All right, moving on. So suppose we've written our paper, we've checked it, we have made sure that the word count is within limits and everything. We are now slowly moving towards submission readiness. What are the checks that we need to do? So if you go again on the sidebar, you will see this option of checks. Before that, I'm pointing out translate. So there are like hundreds of languages that Paperpal is capable of translating text into. So if you can, it can work both ways from one language to English and vice versa. So if you're more comfortable in a different language, you want to understand something, Paperpal can help you translate that as well. Now coming to checks, if you click on this bar over here, you see three types of checks: plagiarism, journal submission, and AI review. So plagiarism check gives you a detailed similarity check because every journal does that check. So if you can do that beforehand, I have to just refresh these pages, sorry. Till that's happening, maybe I'll just show you the demo, what it looks like, the demo report. So you upload your paper, you upload your manuscript and submit it for a plagiarism check. Okay, it's come back. This is what it'll look like. So I submitted that same paper that I showed you, and it shows 26% overall similarity, which is not that good. It should ideally be 15 to 20%. And it shows you portions where appropriate citations are not inserted, or there's a missing citation. You click on it, it'll even show you where that missing information is. So it gives you this very, very detailed report, and you can analyze it and then go ahead and revise your manuscript accordingly. It'll show you exactly where the changes need to be made. So that makes it easy for you to address plagiarism issues. Now you go back to checks. What is the next check? Journal submission check. So what all does it check over here? I'm so sorry. Wait. Right. So this is a list of checks that it does. So of course, I showed you the grammar and language checks that it does. So even after you have made those changes, it will check for that. It will check all your references, how recent they are, if they're very old, any excessive use of self-citation, is the structure okay, abstract length, all these various things. Disclosures, every part of your manuscript, including author names, author emails, it'll point out what are missing from your paper, and it'll allow you to make those changes. AI review is the third check. Now, this is also very, very useful. So again, you upload your paper over here, and if you click on AI review, it is like a kind of a pre-peer review. So you basically get feedback. It could be for your complete paper, it could just be for a particular section. Even before you submit it to your supervisor, you can have it checked for things like these preset questions are there. Check the flow and structure, provide suggestions to expand this. So suppose I want feedback on how to check the flow and structure. It gives very, very detailed feedback. Sometimes I would say it's even more detailed than what a peer reviewer would give. So I can save these, I can ask for more checks and have kind of do a peer review, pre-peer review, or just a review of my paper. I also forgot to mention when I was talking about plagiarism, the first question you would ask is, what is the tool matching it against? So it's very, very expansive. It is some 99 billion web pages. So it's not just literature, because people may copy text from random web pages. So it covers billions, like 99 billion web pages, and of course, the 250 million papers available in the corpus. So it's a very, very detailed check that happens when you do the plagiarism check. And now finally, when we do all the submission checks, we talk about disclosures, right? So we want to make sure that we disclose our conflicts of interest and things like that. And now the new disclosure that everyone is talking about, and which you have also asked about, is the use of AI. How can we disclose that? What is the correct way to do it? So at the end of your paper typically is where all your disclosures appear. So whatever you type in your acknowledgements. Now you go to templates. As I said, remember I showed you outlines. If you want to outline a manuscript, you can even outline specific manuscript sections like title and abstract, etc. You can even email the journal if you are struggling with how to compose an email. But what I'm trying to point out over here is this feature of AI disclosure. So if you click on it, it has these preset templates for AI disclosure. It could be for AI for students, submitting essays and things, and specifically relevant to you for journal submissions. So that while there is one standard template which you can, name the tool, service, etc., and just populate this list. This is the standard template available. Besides that, there are templates available for specific publishers and journals. So if you want your AI disclosure, you are submitting to an ACS journal. This is what their template looks like. You insert it, and this is where you will then, don't just blindly, you have to read it and name the tool, version, etc. And what did you use it for? Was it for polishing language, for condensing text, for improving clarity? Whatever is applicable, you fill it over here. And so there you have disclosed your use. Now that is the highest level of ethical integrity, because if you use AI and hide it, that is very irresponsible. So Paperpal makes sure that at the end of everything, you have finished and polished your paper. Remember that you also have to disclose your use of AI, and you don't have to rack your brains. Those templates are easily available. So again, you can check these features out, and then we'll be ready for more questions.
Thanks so much, Dr. Sunaina, for walking us through those additional features. All right, we'll take maybe just about a minute to let you review some of these features. I hope you've been trying it out also as she's been speaking. I can see a lot of questions coming in, so that's great. I'll just take this moment also to address some broader themes that have been recurring in the questions that are coming in. One is on the topic of AI detection. Several of you have asked, if I use PayPal to edit, to rewrite, to generate some text, will it be AI detected? Uh, now, the important thing to remember is that whenever you're using any AI tool in the research or writing journey, whether it's PayPal or any other tool, it's important that you, as the author of the paper, as the researcher, are double checking and reviewing everything that is AI generated. We do not advise that you use the text as is. It's important that you review, that you make relevant changes. If you're, quoting sources, that you save those and cite, uh, you know, references as relevant in your paper. That ensuring that you're doing all of these, it's what's most important in the academic writing space. Most institutions and journals are, like I said also earlier, are becoming more accepting of using AI as an assistive tool. But what's important is that you use it judiciously, and that you disclose exactly, how you use. So many institutions and journals also advise you on how you can do that. And at PayPal, we are working constantly towards also, helping researchers use PayPal more ethically. So our new feature, AI footprint and AI disclosures, are a step in this direction, and there's more to come there. All right. Another question that's come up is, sorry, I'm just looking for it. Okay, is on manual insertion of references. Basically, if something is not in, if I want to cite something that's not in PayPal, how can I do that? So right now, we do not have that functionality to manually cite something that you don't insert from within PayPal. So you'll have to do that by typing it out in plain text. But we do have this feature coming up soon as well. So it's good to see interest in that. All right. Okay. I think in the interest of time, Sunaina, you can move on.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll take remaining questions towards the end.
Okay. So pretty much I will go back to this. So we have covered everything from the brainstorming stage. So just to reiterate and put it all together, we started with writing. It not edit. Actually, we started with writing, and we explored write a paragraph on.
Sorry,
We did.
Dr. Sunaina, we can't see a screen again in case you're sharing.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I forgot. Sorry. So we started with write because our entire page was blank. It looked like this, right? And this is where we don't know where to begin. So we can either brainstorm ideas, we can create an outline, or just start writing. I'm just reiterating so that you remember where to find what. While everything is mentioned here on the right, you can even just start to click this / and all the options show up. Somehow it's showing the last used option right now. But anyway, so under right, we had all these. And if you click more on more ideas, just see, you can even do things like draft a structure of a literature review. So remember, it's not going to write it for you. It is going to create a draft and help you like a guide how to go about it. Write a conclusion section. You've written everything, all your papers all put together. It can create that for you. Suggest thesis statement ideas. If you're doing a survey, it can even generate survey questions. And as I said, it will help you write an email. Research and cite features. There are 3 ways in which you can find papers. And it can reformat your citations in 10,000 styles or more. And somebody asked about Q1, Q2. Just once more, how to create that those filters. Just click over here, and you can select open access. You can select Q1, Q2, publication date if you want something more recent, last 6 months. I mean, as recent as that, all of that. Translate, I didn't show you, but you can select a word, and there are 50 plus languages which can be translated. Outlines, this is where you have all these various outlines. Under templates. And that is also where you can get a template for AI disclosure. I saw somebody ask about where does AI footprint come. Just once more, in this bar over here, you see this green flashing dot. Just click on these 3 dots. Over here, you see the second last thing is AI footprint. If you select it, that's when it'll highlight stuff in green that is generated by Paperpal. And then, of course, your checks, plagiarism check, all these very, very authentic checks that will help you make sure that your paper is absolutely submission ready, and a pre-peer reviewer like AI review. Chat PDF also I showed you in action. I find this a very, very useful feature. Take time and explore it. Ask it all these questions. Its answers are always grounded in what this main paper is. So this was just to cover, to kind of revise everything. I hope you have been following along, and we have little time for more questions, I think. If you want me to go back to any specific page, I can do that as well. So Josephine had asked about checking the AI footprint. I hope you got the answer. Yes, I think you have.
Thanks so much, Dr. Sunaina. I think there was one question on citations and how do you cite. If you can just go back to that and show and demonstrate how to add a citation very quickly.
Okay, how to add a citation quickly. So what you do is you select your whatever text, and when you actually see, when you select
you
it,
need to share your screen again. Sorry.
Oops, I keep forgetting. So sorry. Right. So what you do is when you select text like this, you see this bar appear over here, and you can see cite. You click on that, add citation, and that's when it'll start searching and it will insert a citation. Actually, I've used text that already has a citation, so it may show repeat. But try it out right away. In a chunk of text, just select it or type out something and select it. It will start searching and insert the citation. There. Okay, so these options show up. Click on Cite over there, and that's when it will get inserted. I hope that answers your question. Dyanne,
All right,
muted.
thanks so much, Dr. Sunaina, for taking us through that again. All right, we're almost at the end of the session. I think thanks for sending in so many questions. Our team is still responding to them. Dr. Sunaina, you can stop sharing your screen. Yeah. All right. So before we end, I want to just reveal one surprise that I had spoken about in the beginning. So for all the attendees who are here, we have a little surprise for you. We'd really like for you to be able to access all of these features that Dr. Sunaina showed you and be able to make the most use out of PayPal. So like we said in the beginning, you will have full Prime access till the end of day tomorrow. So that's October 17th. Over and above that, we are also offering you a 30% discount on all Prime plans. Okay, so if you're purchasing PayPal Prime for the first time, you can access this discount on any plan, that's your monthly, quarterly, annual, or even multi-year plans. Separately, if you're already a Prime member, you can use this discount to avail a, a multi-year plan or upgrade your plan to a longer term based on whichever one you're on. So I hope this helps you out and you make the most of it. This offer is available till October 24th. All right. We have taken some questions and we've tried to really cover the ones several of you had and focus on the themes that were coming out from the questions you've asked. We'd love to hear your feedback. So our team will be dropping in a link to a feedback form. Please do give us feedback on the session. We will be sharing the recording with you over email and some resources. So you can expect that to show up in your inbox in the next couple of days. And if there's anything else that you still have a doubt on or need assistance, please write back to us at hello@paypal.com. We'll drop that email into the chat and we will help you out. Thanks very much again, everyone, for joining and have a nice rest of the evening.
Thank you, everyone. All the best to everyone.